What's good, everybody? Back to another episode of Arnold's Thoughts Podcast. It's your boy Arnold, and today we're just going to be trying to emphasize on closing this year out well.
What are you thinking? Yeah. What are you thinking? Yeah. If you wanna know my thoughts, open your ears when I talk. Yeah. What are you thinking? Hey. What are you thinking? Hey. If you wanna know my thoughts, open your ears when I talk. Yeah.
Now, I know it's getting to the end of the year. We got about 2 weeks left, and I just want everybody to just realize like how important it is to close out. You know, what did you achieve this year that you're accomplished, that you feel accomplished for? We're gonna start off there. First of all, I was listening to a TikTok and the guy was telling me how he's like, before you get into the next year, write down 50 things that you were accomplished this year in 2022. So that's what I want to ask you guys to do today. Write down 50 things that you accomplished this year. So you can start thinking about those things and dwelling on those things to prepare you for 2023, so you can understand that, you know what, this was a successful year for you. You have overcame things. You have done things to get better. You have done things to be proud of. So you got a building block to stand on to say, okay, this is what I was able to commit to and get done in 2022. So now this is where we're going to go and take it even further for 2023. What's up, guys? I just dropped my new ebook, 6 Must-Have Steps to Be an Overseas Basketball Player. You know, I've been playing for the last 9 years. I got all the steps and the traits that you need to start your journey with networking, with getting a mentor, all the things that you need to start your journey to be a protege. So go get that ebook, click the link in the bio, and make sure you get your steps to being that overseas pro one day. Let's go. Kind of hard sometimes, or not, I wouldn't say hard. Sometimes it's easy for us to just neglect and think that, you know what, maybe because we didn't reach our financial goals, or maybe because we didn't achieve some goal that we set out for ourselves, we've probably achieved 10 times more the things that we said we wanted than the things that we say we didn't want. But we focus so much on what we didn't accomplish instead of focusing on the grand scheme of things of how far we've came. I honestly, I've done an interview that was with one of my best friends, Rashad Hassan from Tap Athletics. You can follow him on TikTok and Instagram, and on his YouTube channel at Tap Athletics. I'll put his name down so you can go follow him. But we talked about just improving and how much we've gotten better from just this year. And one of the things that I said the most is how much I learned this year. Like this 2022, this year has just been just such a year of growth internally. It's definitely been an internal growth for me. You know, I started reading. This was the year I started the podcast. This is the year I started YouTube. This is the year I started, really diving deep into trying to find out what I want out of my life. I feel like I found my purpose. I found my why, which is to speak and spread positivity and hope and uplift and just teach guys how to prepare mentally for the overseas basketball life. I've been through so much different situations that it's allowed me to give back the knowledge that I know that I wish I had coming into this life. And for me, I just felt on my heart it was for me to give back. It was for me to start sharing the knowledge that I have. Once I share that knowledge of what I have, I know someone else can benefit from that. I never had someone that just sat me down, hey, check it out. This is what you need to do. Take this step, this step, this step, this step, this step to have a productive career. I was just thrown in the fire, got to figure it out, and here I am. But that's okay, because I'm here and I just want to give my tips, my journey, my life, whatever I've learned back to you guys. So going into 2023, after you've written down all the things that you want, or all the accomplishments you've done, start looking towards, everybody has their 2023 goals, New Year's resolution, or whatever it is. Go ahead and write those down. Write those down as well. the things that you say that you want for next year. Now, we're about 2 weeks out. Go ahead and I'm pretty sure everybody's preparing mentally for, okay, this is what I want for next year. These are the things that I said I'm going to try to strive for. I want to get this accomplished. This is going to be 2023, the year of this. It's funny how we always got a name for the year that was going to start out for the next year. It's always a name for it. This is the year for this. This is the year for that. So if I could give 2023 a name, it's going to be the road to self-improvement. That's going to be the theme for 2023, the road to self-improvement, because anything that we want in our life that we want to get better at and we want to achieve, it starts with us. Starts with us first, and it's all about developing ourselves, and it's internally first. First, we have to develop ourselves internally and change the mindset that we have. It's time to start changing our mindset. It's time to start changing the way we think, talk, walk, communicate, all the above. Change our eating habits, changing our schedule of when we wake up, changing all of that. And what I want more than anything from you guys is to don't wait till 2023. If you hear this before 2023, start today. Start right now. That will create a switch in your brain that I'm not going to wait to make myself better. We wait for a certain perfect time to start our journey to making ourselves better, when actually there is no perfect time. There is no perfect time to start. It's just starting. So if you say, okay, I got all these goals that I want for 2023, but I start now. So that means I'm working on 2023 right now, 22. So you're just stacking on, you're stacking your goals now, and you're going to get there even further. Maybe halfway through the year, you're like, man, I've already achieved everything that I said I wanted for 2023. Now I'm already a step ahead of the game for 2024. But that's a challenge that I want you guys to do, is to start now. I used to get up and run and do all that, but ever since I made the transition to this team in Rio Grande, my schedule was changed, and I said, you know what? I have to get back to that grind, that ultimate grind, and I could wait until the new year, start the new year, and start getting up and running these miles again and doing my extra workout. It's mainly the getting up at 5 a.m. and going and run for those 2-3 miles like I used to do when I was home, when I wasn't playing. And now I'm like, I have to get back into that habit. Don't let that fire. I made a video months ago called Your Mount Everest. You have to create your Mount Everest in your mind, and that's this task that is so difficult, but that you conquer every single day. And every time you conquer, you got to think about it. Every day you conquer your Mount Everest, you grow that much stronger, and that much in your mental, it just gets deeper, and you start fortifying your mind. And today was my first day. I got back up. I set my alarm. I got up at 5 a.m. and I was just like, oh my goodness, man, give me any reason. Give me any reason not to go out there and run. I had to get up, work out, do my abs, and then go run. And run for like 3, I think the total distance was 2.5 miles. Then we had weights. Then we had practice. I'm just recently getting from practice, and I was just thinking, oh man, start the next day. Start the next day. Start next year. Start that. And I got it done. I got up and I ran, and it felt great. It felt great. And sometimes I wonder, why is it that we hold back so much on the things that we know that's going to make us feel better? It's going to be better for us internally. It's going to be better for us physically in all aspects. But we are constantly fighting that mind game of not wanting to just get to it. So no more putting it off. Don't put it off any longer. Don't wait until 2023 to start your work towards 2023. It'll create a switch in your brain to understand, I'm not going to wait to make the things that I want come true, or make the dreams that I have set out for myself happen, Because if I have the day to do it, I'm going to do it now. Start now. I'm not going to wait till the next day, and I'm not going to wait till next year, because then now 1 year you put it off. You got to think about it. Every time you put something off, that date just going to creep back further and further, and something's going to come back every single time to counteract what it is that you say you're going to do. Life is going to jump in there and throw that wrench in there and mess everything up. And you say, well, I'll start this day. Well, I'll start that day. Let's start today. You know, I challenge myself, and I will give it up because David Goggins just came out with a new book, and his book is just, every time I read one of his books, it just makes me just snap into gear, because he's just, you got to think about a guy that's just been through so much pain, and I wouldn't even say pain. He put himself through the fire with going through 3 hell weeks, the Navy SEALs, running 200 milers, 8 weeks in a row, 100-mile runs, 8 weeks in a row, 100, like, it's just insane. 300-mile bike rides, triathlons with a hole in his heart. And when you hear someone that just can push to the brink and keep going and have all the odds stacked against you, just shows you how strong your mind is. And just unless you understand that, you know what, if I can just conquer this, if I could just conquer this right here, this is the biggest, the most difficult thing that we have to strive to get a hold of. It's our mind. We can conquer this and we can control this. There's nothing that is limiting us from being, doing, and having what we want in our life. So that's all I got for you guys today. Do not start 2022. Do not wait to start whatever it is that you want for 2023. Get into action. Start now. So you're ahead of everybody. So everybody that wants to start in 2023, you got 2 weeks ahead of them. And I guarantee you those 2 weeks, if you start now, will make all the difference. If that's going to the gym, if that's starting a business, if that start working out, whatever that is that you want to start, more workouts, everything, just add on to it. Start right now. Do not wait. Do not wait. This is the road to your self-development. This all starts by developing your mind first and getting control of this. Till next time.